My name is Jacob Lewis. I am a partner at the Strong Law Firm here in Springfield, Missouri. Our firm first had an experience with Iechyd, the private barrel pick program, in 2024, last year, and we had just a phenomenal experience with that. It was our first time doing anything like that, and it really changed the way that we thought about doing corporate giving or our law firm giving in the future. Typically in our field, when we're talking about corporate giving, we look for relationships that we've had either with other attorneys, other law firms, individuals, friends throughout the community to build our network. And that's kind of who we focused on traditionally in our outreach, our corporate giving programs. And that has traditionally been, prior to starting with Iechyd, that's traditionally been in a much more perishable way. Prior to starting with Iechyd, what we used to do is we had a steak program, and everybody loves a steak. You'd get the text message when they were getting thrown on the grill, but that is a very fleeting experience. And so after a while, many years of doing that, we wanted to explore other options that maybe had a more permanent touch. So when we're actually to my left here are the 3 bottles that our firm has picked thus far. This is the first, the origination story of Iechyd and Strong Law. This was our first private barrel pick, and it really changed how we approached our corporate giving and just our firm branding and marketing in this space, because it got rave reviews. We had done the steaks for years and years and years prior to this. We sent these out really without much fanfare, and the reviews that we got were overwhelming. And that brought us back this year, which was also a penultimate year for us. We picked 2 barrels for our 50th anniversary, and these barrels were very special to us, not only for the occasion, but with the opportunities that we were given by Iechyd of the barrels we could pick from. So the process that you go through when you're picking a barrel with Iechyd, first of all, it's extremely easy. You reach out to Iechyd. They have an entire team behind the private barrel picks, and you set up a day. You come in, they've got everything set up for you. You can bring 2 people, 4 people, 8 people, and they'll have the entire scenario set up for you. They'll have the glasses that you're gonna use to pick. They'll have the barrels that you can select from already established. And they have an incredibly knowledgeable staff. Brian is our guy, and it's one right after the other. They give you all the options, and they let you decide based on your palate and what you're going after, what to select. One of the things that we really loved about these bottles were their permanence, and that was something that we looked for going forward, is how do we change this from a one-off gift in the terms of the steak to what does it look like to go to a bottle, and what is the impact of that? And for us, it was really, you send these bottles out, they get shared by the people you send them to. They're sitting on the shelf for months, maybe even years. They're a conversation starter. And like I said, the quality of the bourbon itself just speaks for itself. One of the things that we were concerned about whenever we first came to a private barrel pick is, how is it going to compare in cost to the steaks, to what we've done in the past? And really, when you break it down, it was almost the exact same cost. You get a large quantity of bourbon. You're able to send it out to anyone you wanted to. We were able to actually expand the list of folks we were sending to compared to the steaks for the same amount of price. And you also get the permanent aspect of it as well. And so for us, it was really a no-brainer from a cost perspective, because whenever we came into the program, we were a little bit concerned about, hey, this is bourbon, how is that going to compare to a steak? You know, if somebody were asking me my thoughts on would I do this again, absolutely. And should they be doing it? Absolutely. To me, there's really no better permanent fingerprint to leave than a quality product that you've hand-selected with the assistance of an incredibly knowledgeable and professional staff, like at Iechyd, that you can then have forever. I mean, the cool thing about these bottles are they're hand designed. I mean, you can have a say in exactly how this bottle looks, what's going on this bottle, and ultimately what exactly is going into it. And there's nothing else like that on the market today with that level of personality to it.